Welcome, Aquarius, to your May abundance reading. I'm very excited to be here with you today. A couple of messages that came through before I sat down. The big one is Aquarius. You're doing all the right things, so don't worry. You are doing all the right things. And I got this song in my head by the Beatles. All you need is love. Ba, 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 ba. Or is it all I need is love? I can't remember. All you need is love. Bum, ba, da, da, dum. Okay, so all you need is love. What's going on, Aquarius? Are you feeling unloved right now? Also, for a small group of you, some of you have turned your back on a romantic possibility because they behaved badly. And the message around that was great. Keep going. Good boundaries. You don't need to put up with people's bad behavior. So you are doing all the right things. That is the message. I did get also that a little self-care would be helpful. So I think I got rose quartz crystals, Tulsi rose tea. If you haven't tried it, it's fantastic. Give it a go. And also I got this very strong image of put on your walking shoes and get outside. So if you have been stuck in the house or stuck somewhere for a while, make sure you're getting outside, you're getting some fresh air. And with that, my Aquarius friends, let's get your reading started. We've got the High Priestess, we've got the Four of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So what are we getting from these cards? What's going on, Aquarius? Here's your contentedness, holding back. There's a little bit of stuckness here. Let's see if we can get some more clarifiers. Well, for those of you that did end the relationship, even though you had very good boundaries around that, it's still a little bit hard for you to let go. Yeah, you're still feeling kind of heartbroken, a little bit like that message keeps coming back. I'm doing all the right things. Why isn't anything working out the way I want it to? And what I'm hearing is that actually, if you can trust the process, everything is working out perfectly in your favor. You just aren't seeing it fully yet. But it's on its way. Everything is working out in your favor. So tell me more about the Lover's card. Oh, so some of you might have a history or past patterns of picking partners that are not necessarily great for you, maybe people that you feel like you have to take care of, and you're in the process of breaking that cycle right now. So setting those boundaries with that, the last person or the most recent person, is the beginning of you breaking that cycle. And let me see here. I'm looking for, let's look at that cycle a little bit closer. What is that cycle about? You feel like you're putting in all the work to your relationships because you want to build a future for yourself with a partner. But it's never balanced. The partnerships are never balanced. And you feel like you get the short end of the stick. And now you're learning to walk away from relationships that aren't fulfilling to you. What is the Seven of Rods? The Sun. Yeah. So by walking away, you're now creating opportunities for that abundance and that great relationship that you're hoping for. But also in this message about you're doing all the right things and take care of yourself, I'm also feeling strongly for you that this time is really, it's more about going inward and doing self-care, learning about who you are. What do you need? What do you need to be fulfilled? And, focusing on the friendships and the relationships that you already have that are very satisfying to you, and not worrying so much about this partnership, because partnership will come when the time is right, but you're clearing away some of these patterns so that you can open up for partnership. It's a sweet card. Six of Cups is usually the card with the little boy and the little girl, and it's kind of nostalgic. And this one has that same nostalgic sense, but see how she's alone in this card? And what that's telling me is that there's part of you that's nostalgic for yourself, like you're missing yourself. And now, as I said, now is a really good time to reconnect with yourself, and make sure that you're honoring what you need and honoring who you are, so that you can really tap into that grounded sense of wellness, grounded sense of whole being, so that when you do step into your next partnership, you have that as a foundation. So let's look, are there any guidance cards or wisdom cards? Any guidance for Aquarius for May? What's the guidance for Aquarius for May? Guidance. Have you asked your angels to help you with this? Their guidance for May for Aquarius. Profoundly clairvoyant. So what I'm feeling from this, Aquarius, is that there's a level of your spirituality, or a level of your connection with that you haven't quite tapped into yet. So on the one hand, you're practicing meditation, you're reading spiritual books, you're learning how to calm yourself, you're using gratitudes and appreciations and things like that. So you're doing all of those things, but there's a deeper layer here that you're not quite tapping into. And for some of you, it feels a little scary, like you're a little afraid to tap into this next level. And I'm going to use this word, mysticism. That's what's coming through for me. You haven't tapped into this next level of mysticism. And some of you feel like for those of you that are aware that you have been denying this and you haven't been tapping into it, some of you feel like if you do, it's going to change your life profoundly. You're going to, end up losing certain friends, certain status. You feel worried and concerned that to embrace this part of who you are means a huge change, and it feels a little scary, that's okay, right? That's part of the journey also. And then there's some of you who just are not aware of this yet, that through your readings and your meditation, you're just at the beginning of starting to understand what you might be able to tap into. But it's very, very new for you. So let's look at some wisdom cards for Aquarius. What messages, Spirit, do you have for Aquarius? Oh, okay. Well, hello then. The two cards are the Map Maker of Destiny, Authentic Purpose, Inspiration, and Free Will. And the second card is the Horse King, Assistance and Control. That control piece, that control part comes out. So for those of you that are aware of the gifts that you have, and you're a little concerned about whether or not you would lose friends if you go down this path, what this assistance in this card is speaking to is there's several messages coming through. One is it's within your control to navigate that. So you can go as deep into it as you want. You can support the friendships and nurture the friendships that you feel like actually support your journey, that are part of that process for you. There's some blocks here. We'll in the extended reading, I will go more into the barriers and the blocks. This one is about authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. So there's part of you that's searching. You're searching and seeking your authentic purpose, and you're wondering, for some of you, you're wondering if it's this spiritual path. And what I like to say about purpose is that we can really be doing anything in the world. Our purpose is really about who we're being in the world. So if we're being our authentic selves and we're in alignment with that, then that is our purpose. We're living our purpose. So don't worry so much about the doing and what you're doing and how it looks on the outside. Consider more about what it looks like on the inside. And I do want to pull a clarifier on this Horse King. It feels like it's bringing up a separate message that's new to this reading. And it may be speaking only to a few of you. Can we get a clarifier on the Horse King? Who's this message for? Queen of Rods. Stepping into your power, stepping into your voice, stepping into your authentic self, unapologetically. This is who you are. This is a part of you. And your life doesn't have to change that much, right? On the outside, if you want to keep the job that you have and you like it, great. If you want to keep the partner that you have and it's working for you, great. This is an inside job, Aquarius. This is all about what's going on the inside. Any final messages for Aquarius? Optimism, aggression, compensation, and perseverance. The Rainbow Prince and the Fire Prince. So stay optimistic and keep persevering. Keep persevering. Well, thank you, Aquarius. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated with you, feel free to like, share, or subscribe to our channel. And I will be doing an extended reading. The link is down below. And I'll look forward to seeing what barriers and things are keeping you from abundance. And let's see if we can help get some answers around that to help move you forward.